Hi, I'm Sid Dobrin. In this video, I'll be talking about the Mapping Your Situation feature. When I teach the Mapping Your Situation feature in the book, I walk students through the process it illustrates. I ask students to begin mapping their situation by asking a series of questions about their purposes in conducting the analysis. What am I analyzing? Why am I analyzing? What does my analysis need to convey? Does my analysis serve a larger purpose, like perhaps as evidence in an argument? Once they have a sense of their purposes in conducting analyses, students should then begin asking about who will be reading their analyses, asking questions to determine what they know about their audience. At the same time, students should consider in what medium and by what method they will convey the details and the results of their analysis. The questions they ask about medium and method should be asked in conjunction with their questions about audience, since their responses to each will inform each other. Likewise, I always want to show students that when thinking about and asking about audience, medium, and method, they should also start to question the context of their analysis. Where will it occur? Where will it appear? What limits their analysis? Each of these kinds of questions should be asked in conjunction with one another, as the answers to these questions might change how the other questions get asked. Next, I ask students to start thinking about who else is already participating in this situation and what the various relations are in this situation. This kind of questioning can help students understand other analyses that are already part of the situation and how their own analyses then work in relation to those other analyses. One thing I try to emphasize with students is the ways that institutions in power can constrain what counts as viable analysis within a situation. I do this by talking about the kinds of things that the university might see as viable or out of bounds for methods of analyzing. Toward the horizon of this graphic, questions of networks are posed. These questions ask students to think about how their writing will be circulated and will participate with other voices in the situation. Ultimately, this degree of questioning asks students to consider how their writing might affect the situation and others who participate in it. I also try to talk with students about how situations undergo change, even as writers try to analyze and lock down a situation. I encourage students to analyze and map their situations multiple times as they write to analyze within a situation. So those are a few thoughts about walking students through the Mapping Your Situation feature with an eye toward teaching students how situational awareness is integral to the activity of writing to analyze. Thanks for watching this video, and thanks for using Writing Situations.